The drive, right to the basket. Inside, he scores.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Curry to Durant. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Oh, blocked by Green. Possession lies with Golden State.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Baseline drive. Curry. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Brown into the front court. Leads up bucket. His first effort off the mark. Durant with the basketball up top. Down just a couple. Durant to the basket, but he can't finish.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Ball's controlled by Boston. Irving to Horford. Sizing up the defense to Jaylen Brown. Working the outside. Irving. Tatum. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Curry to bring it up. Down three. No good. The defender was a little too close for comfort. Irving into the front court. Up by three. To Hayward. Now a step back. You look at Gordon Hayward. Who does he remind you of in the NBA?
Paul George more so on the offensive end. He has the height and the size to shoot over smaller guards. Plus, I love the fact that he utilizes his body. How about in his 7 years with the Utah Jazz, he made $53 million. You're seeing his game really blossom, which is the reason why Danny Ainge signed him to that 4-year, $128 million deal.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Count it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Durant across the timeline. Down 5. To Sean Livingston. Just off the mark.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. He knows he needs his bench. Brad Stevens turns to his reserves. Turned away by Cousins.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oh, emphatic slam.
You have to understand something. I do not care that you're 1 of 6 from the field. The only statistic that matters is the final score.
Celtics have it. To Rozier. probing the defense. Hayward, Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Durant, well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Aaron Baines powers it through. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. Rozier rocking the rim.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Brown with it up top. Up a dozen. To Marcus Morris. Shot from the lane won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Livingston. To Cousins. He was hacked. They let it go.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Wide open shot. Nice to see him expand his arsenal. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Double figures in the first, including that three.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
We played one here at TD Garden with the Celtics on top. Jay and I are back with more after this. You're watching NBA Tuesday night on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Golden State at the controls. Here comes the screen. Curry. That's good D. Shot no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Curry, that one also no good. Curry. Iguodala to the basket, but a shot won't fall. Bad pass there. Warriors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Curry. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Stepping in for the Golden State Warriors, number 35, Kevin Durant.
Irving to Horford. It's blocked by Boogie.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Irving. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. If he keeps playing like this, we all may believe that the earth is indeed flat.
And that's what you love about Kyrie. He's constantly probing. He's probing on the court by maintaining his dribble, and then also probing off the court with saying lines like the earth is flat. The fact that that was on the cover of every magazine, the headline of every social media title, goes to show you that Kyrie is great at hijacking your amygdala both on and off the court.
Hayward to Irving. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. It'll stay Celtic basketball. Hayward. Rejected by Green.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Curry. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Boston with the basketball. Hayward. Tatum. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Durant. Rejected by Tatum. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one goes down.
For Boston, number 12, Terry Rozier.
2 for 2 on that trip. Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys holding the big lead. Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Kyrie with the rock. To Hayward. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Durant with the basketball up top. Trailing by 15. And Cousins throwing it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
To Hayward.
Watch cut.
Deep right corner. Tatum. Count the basket. He's feeling good. Defense has to get him out of his comfort zone.
Jason Tatum finished third amongst all rookies in Rookie of the Year voting. But I say to you this. I agree with what Jaylen Brown had to say. If it was a one-on-one battle, who you taking, Jason Tatum or Ben Simmons? I take JT every time.
Durant, unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Irving brings the ball up court. To Horford. Takes stock of the floor. Horford to Irving. It's blocked by Iguodala. To Hayward.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Curry into the front court. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Straight on three. At the buzzer. It's good. And it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. That'll do it for the first half. The Celtics own a comfortable lead.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Celtics dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics. The Warriors did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track.
Bench points. The Golden State Warriors are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
Gordon Hayward did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was gold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Kevin Durant with the rock. To Green. Thompson. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Irving with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Curry with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Irving. Curling inside, and a throwdown. Man, that was sweet.
It's all about that first step, and it's all about angles. Look at the way he got his shoulders through the angle of the defender. That first step was great, but those shoulders getting through, that was the difference.
Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Irving to Hayward. That's blocked by Durant. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. That one's going to be out of bounds. Irving. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Short jumper off the mark.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Turned away by Cousins. Warriors have the basketball.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Irving.
When you open, shoot.
Tatum. Cousins has the rebound. To Durant. Can't connect. Not the best shot with the defender right there.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's so hard to guard a bad shooter. Their form throws your pace off on how you defend it. Sometimes there's nothing you can do.
Durant to Cousins. Cousins shot off the mark. Kyrie across the timeline. The lead stands at 9. It's good.
Going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. It's Curry controlling the offense. To Thompson. Nothing going here on that drive. Thompson to Durant. Inside, he scores.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Irving into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Irving, and he knocks it down, Jay.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Just not going down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Here comes the screen. Thompson. And it's good.
You know, someone had the audacity to ask Klay Thompson how he feels about being the 3rd or 4th option. And I love his response. He said, I don't care. When you're as efficient as me, my paycheck warrants it. And I think about a game he had this past year. 88.4 seconds of possessions, 52 touches, 33 shots, 11 dribbles for 60 points just in 22 minutes proves the reason why Klay is Klay.
To Horford. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Thompson. To Shaun Livingston. To Thompson. Has a chance and draws the foul.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Celtics have it. To Marcus Morris. Here comes the screen. To Horford. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Jaylen Brown. Surveys the floor. Baseline drive. Not going down for him this time. Here's Curry with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. And it's Green for 2.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of it.
Here's Irving into the front court. Up 5. Irving to Marcus Smart. Rejected by Durant.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Thompson has a look. No good. No daylight. Great defense. To Irving. Rejected by Thompson. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. New blood coming in for both sides. It's Steph Curry with the rock. For 3, that's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Durant. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Up by 3. Irving to Hayward. To Irving. Shot from the lane won't go.
And the tenacity of this game has been set from the jump ball. When guys lined up for it, when you saw the bump and the pushing, the shoving going on, guys weren't giving up that space. They let him know nothing was going to be easy this evening.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Irving. Tatum got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Here's Cousins. Off the mark. Surprised he took that one.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Nice swat that time. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Curry to Thompson.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
It's Steph for 2. It's no good. Great defense.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Thompson. Oh, could have sealed it, but it's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Durant across the timeline. His guys trail now by 4. Oh, had him going there for a second. Nothing going here on that drive. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
He got a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Cousins to Curry. Rejected by Tatum.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
That's it? That's all the celebration I get? I wanted to see a little bit more of that one.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left for the rest of the game. They're gonna make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Durant to Curry.
Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the final 2 minutes.
And too much contact.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his first personal foul.
First one, count it.
Reset, bro.
Goes 2 for 2. Durant. Oh, could have sealed it, but it's no good. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one by 4. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics got the win in a close game. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Warriors finished on the losing end of a close score. Sure, it's great they shot so well from 3. But none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it. Check out the leading scores for the Golden State Warriors.
Game practice. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in his zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course. But even the best players find their way into this part of the show. plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN.